Mark, nice to be back in the team and scoring goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, like you say, to be back in the team and to be scoring a few goals, it's always an added bonus. But yeah, I'm enjoying being in the team and we're picking up some decent results.
On the flip side, the manager says that you're a doubt for tomorrow.
Well, I'd got a dead leg at the weekend there, and we'll just see how it settles down. But hopefully I'll be all right.
I imagine it's quite a big game to hopefully be fit for, given your run of form and given this season how hard it is when you get out of the team to get back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had it a couple of times where you're in and out the team, and when you get there, you want to try and stay there as long as you can. So I'll be doing all I can to get out there for tomorrow.
How do you assess sort of your own performances now you've scored these goals? Do you feel like you've proved a point?
Yeah, I've always said it all along. If I play, that I'm very confident in myself that I can get goals, and I think I've shown that the games I have played this season, I've got a good return of goals compared to the minutes I've played. So I'm happy with that. But obviously, you always want more as a footballer, and you want to try and better yourself as much as you can, and I'll carry on doing that. And
do you look towards the end of the season? Because we believe you're out of contract at the end of the season. Are you playing for maybe a future as well next season?
Absolutely. Everyone who's out of contract is playing for another deal, whether that be here or somewhere else. It's out of our hands. All you can do is try and perform the best you can and see what happens.
Have you spoke to anybody at the club about it so far?
No, I haven't. Not as of yet. But we're concentrating on the games that we've got left and see where we end up.
Imagine before you came to the club, the goals were a bit hard to come by here. Now yourself, Popey and Richie Bennett early in the season have been scoring. So do you feel that all of your strikers have offered something to the club this season, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, that we've scored similar amount of goals between us. I'm not sure exactly on the numbers the lads have got, but we've done well in terms of that and spreading them out through the team as well. It's been good, and you can show that when you score goals, you've got more chance to win games, and we've done quite well this season. But hopefully we can carry it on. I
know a few fans rang into praise and grumble with us at BBC Radio Stoke, saying, Cullen playing his own up front, things like that. Do you feel you've put that to bed now as well with your recent form?
I didn't really know why that was a thing in the first place. I've played up front by myself for years, so to me it was never an issue. It's never been a problem for me because I've done it before. So it's up to them whether I've changed their mind with the performances I've put in or not. But I know that I'm capable of doing that. I can play as a 1, as a 2, pretty much anywhere really. So yeah, that's up to them.
And for where the team are in the playoffs as well now, I guess it's if you can keep your run of form going with the goals, you could be the man who I suppose puts Vale into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, you know what I mean? But whether I score or whether or not, you know, if I'm playing in the team or picking up points, that's the main thing. And if we get into the playoffs, then great stuff.
And do you as a player, when do you start sort of thinking about your future in terms of next season? Can you say you focus on the last 10 games? So I imagine the uncertainty can't just go away.
Oh no, it's always there. At the end of the day, we've got bills to pay and kids to look after, you know what I mean? So it's always there, but you have to try and put that to the back of your mind as best you can and just concentrate on the job in hand.
And should you make tomorrow at Cheltenham, team just above you in the playoffs, a huge chance to close that gap and cement your place?
Yeah, absolutely. They're on good form. It'll be a good game. We've obviously played them a couple of times this season already. But no, it's one that we can look forward to and look to test ourselves against a team higher in the league than us. But we've shown this season that we can more than perform against the teams above us. So we go in there full of confidence ourselves, and hopefully we can get the 3 points.